welcome back to another installment of Fodder. Let me tell you, I am super excited about today's video. Now, this video was supposed to happen last week, but with the update of 1.14 to Jurassic World Alive, I had to push it off until this week, and I've been dying to watch this gameplay. A couple of weeks ago, if you will remember, I started a little mini series where I react to high-level players' gameplay, and I don't mean just higher than I am. I think I'm ranked like 3,200 or something, not super high. I'm talking last time I did this was Pierre, and at the time she was in the top 50. I'm sure she's at least in the top 50, if not even higher now. But today we have a special treat for you. I'm going pretty much straight to the top. And if you haven't guessed already, it is IDGT. Now, IDGT is in Apex Predators, so you know that he is super competitive with Jurassic World Alive. And I don't know his current rank at the time of this recording, but safe to say that he is top 5 easily. He is a mainstay in the top 3. So if I say he's top 5, that might be an insult. I'm going to say top 3. Numerous times he has finished number 1 in the month-long tournaments. It's usually between him and Practicat. Sometimes a third player will sneak their way in there, but typically it's IDGT and Practicat 1 and 2. They're interchangeable, so this is going to be some extremely high-level gameplay. I don't think any more introduction is needed, so let's jump directly into the first battle. Obviously, IDGT is in the highest arena, that is level 13. The shores look great. The animation with the water rushing up on the shores, that looks so good, but we're not here to critique this. What did I say? I see Foe, I saw Gemini Titan, I might have saw Trico in there, and I think I saw Orion. Don't quote me on that. So we're going to get Gen 2 versus Mini right off the bat. Cautious Strike, which is really the only move that you can make. Decelerating Rampage, again. Oh, ouch, just hits right through the evasive stance there. And his opponent's crying. I would be crying too. That is like such a deal breaker there for Gen 2, because they could have been setting up a mutual fury. Instead, they're pretty much done. Like, maybe they can swap it back in at a later point for a revenge kill, but you have eliminated a massive threat by hitting through there. So his opponent is going to bring in Gripelith. Man, I just don't see a whole lot of Gripelith where I'm at either. Good grief. Here's the thing about IDGT. His creatures are all level 30. As far as I know, they all have 30 boosts. And in fact, I don't know that he will run anything that's not 30/30. So keep that in mind. Some serious damage output there from Mini. But Gripelith did hold its own, took it down to 183 health. So while IDGT's opponent is up 1-0, it's not like a strong 1-0. And Foe's going to come in with the instant rampage right off the bat. And I guess he could have gone for the speed up there, but or the superiority move, but I guess instant rampage was the better call. And then a straight swap against the opponent's Mini. I guess he didn't want to subject Foe to a massive hit on turn 1. Trico is more equipped to take those big hits, so you know, if it were me, I would have done the rampage and run. But then I would have been running into Orion. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to go with what IDGT. I would have played that differently. I would have definitely done the Rampage and Run just to take a hit off of his Mini before swapping into something else, because now Trico is basically done here. He's not faster. Mini is immune, so instant distraction, instant invincibility, I think. I wasn't paying attention to what moves Mini has used. And then the swap, instead of just taking the L there, you're not going to stun on the swap in, so that's an interesting play for sure. Yeah, the nullifying strike, so it would not have helped to go with the shield. And that's where paying attention to what your opponent has available comes in so handy. A lot of times on my live streams, you can catch me on Twitch doing my live streams, typically Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But a lot of times I'll watch the chat and then not pay attention to what my opponent is doing. And it gets me knocked out because I don't know what move they have set up or on deck. And this doesn't look great, I have to say. Although Mini is pretty wounded, we know Gen 2 is pretty wounded. Orion can be good. Let's see what happens with the crit through the shield. So now it's 2 to... Oh, look at that. An Indominus Rex Gen 2. Don't see many of those. Why would you go cloak there when you know that Orion can remove the cloak and that's GG? Really interesting play there, especially it was a great comeback. I thought IDGT was in a lot of trouble there based on how much health he had left and what he had left. But really interesting move there. I think that was Dr. Nazim, who's also extremely high rated, probably in the top 10 month in and month out. So I'm going to trust that Dr. Nazim knew what he was doing there. But it was really interesting. I don't know why he would go with the cloak instead of any other move to try to drop some damage or something, or maybe it was already a foregone conclusion. That's my best guess, is Dr. Nazim knew he couldn't counter Orion, so he just went with the cloak on the off chance that IDGT goes for its basic attack instead of going for the rampage move. Obviously IDGT went for the rampage move, wasn't taking any chances, and pulled out a nice come from behind victory there. I thought that was really well done. Like I said, I thought he was in trouble. So it's a totally different game when you have creatures with that much HP and that much attack. Maybe you're just not ever really out of a battle until the final 2-on-2 there. So that was really high level gameplay. Interesting to see, swapping out of the Trico, sacrificing the foe, when I would have thought that maybe sacrificing the Trico to lead with foe later, because foe could do the rampage run into Orion, which has the 100% chance to dodge, 66% chance of 66% of damage. I would have thought that would have been a better combo, but that's my simplistic brain working and not a high level player. So that's one battle down. Really entertaining there. It was great to see just the raw power and just the amazing HP totals that some of these creatures have. I can't wait to see this next video. And here we go with the second battle again. Nebulous Shores. Looks great. Looks great. Oh, look at, we have Mammotherium in this time. So Trico, Mammotherium, Gripolith, and then Maxima are IDGT's opponents, and he's going up against Gemini Titan. I have no idea how this plays out. I've not actually used Mammotherium outside of the legendary tournaments, and that was an instant swap, which is something I never do, but we also saw Pierre do that in her gameplay video. Interesting there that this must have just been a really bad matchup, and instead of taking any damage there, just the instant swap out into the Gripolith, something that I'm sure has 20 boosts into its health, so there's a huge health pool there. And instead of going with the regen right off the bat, goes for the shield, which goes back to, and I'm looking at his opponent there, that goes back to knowing what your opponent has for their moves. He knew that his opponent had to use the shield, or was going to use the shield there, so he bought himself an extra turn. Very high IQ play there. Very high IQ. And he's going to get a little more life out of his Gripolith, and that is... Let's see if he survives this. If he survives this, then that's going to get him a knockout when typically... And he did not survive it. Okay. But look at the amount of damage. Like 760 that's setting up your opponent for Mammotherium, which is going to do the basic attack, which is going to self-boost, and then his opponent is going to bring the Gripolith as well. But Mammotherium has that self-boost. Mammotherium did take a hint of a nerf with the Definite Rampage being on a cooldown of 2 instead of a cooldown of 1. Not sure if this was recorded before that change, or I think this was maybe before that change. So I don't know if Mammotherium is still viable for IDGT. I need to check on that. But Definite Rampage is going to come out against this Gripolith. That's a lot of HP. Ooh, that was a lot of HP, and that was a huge attack. Gripolith is just slowly chewing away. Like 1,500 seems like a big number, and I guess 3,000 over the counterattack plus the attack is actually quite a bit of damage, but just slowly, just methodically chomping away at this. They both go regen. Oh, wow. Is that a 50% regen? He went from 600, I think, 687, 600 and something, all the way up to 4,600. That hurts. And then 2,000 on the counterattack because it is based on how much HP you have. So by refilling Mammotherium's HP pool, the counterattack became bigger. And now Dio with the counterattack is gonna just, ouch. IDGT is down 2-0. If it were me, I would say this was game over. But this is interesting. See, I would have gone with Maxima because those are massive. They both have 8204 for HP. So it's like 1600 HP that his opponent's gonna have to chew through. But I would have gone with Maxima here to set up the swap, because I think swapping into Trico is better than swapping into Maxima. At least when Trico, you swap into it, it's going to get a counterattack damage in, whereas when you swap into Maxima, it's just going to eat an attack, and then depending on speed or anything like that, you just kind of play it from there. So that is a play definitely that I would not have made. Let's see how it plays out. I'm not questioning IDGT. I'm merely stating me as a lower level player, the play I would have made compared to the play that a higher level player makes. And then another 8204. Was that a gold attack max? It's a nice crit for 5100 for sure, but see, I don't know how IDGT comes back from this, and I don't know that he does. I don't know. But when I ask for these, I say, don't tell me anything about them, because I want it to be authentic, genuine reactions right off the bat. And see, here's, maybe Maxima is just not a great matchup against Dio. I don't know, because his opponent still has 2 counterattackers. And IDGT has no way to regen health anymore. But like his creatures pack a wallop. Like they're going to do some damage. Decelerating impact. Oh, nice. With the crit. 20. Man. Only 2,700 on the crit though. Let's see what happens here. We're gonna go with the what was that? The Definite Rampage. Defense Shattering Rampage. No crit this time, but it is going to be enough to get the KO. I mean, you still only have 2,000 HP left here, but you do have Trico waiting with 5,000, almost 5,100. 2,700 for Gripelith. Yeah, that's a gold health Gripelith. They all are. Once you get up there, they're all level 20 boost health. Instant invincibility. That was God, that's so much HP back though. But that was a big move. Because instead of doing the attack and then leaving yourself open to getting hit with a counterattack, threw up the shield. He swaps in the mini. Oh. Whoa, I see. So his opponent brought in Gripelith, regened, swapped out for Fodder, and then brought it back in, and I'm assuming to regen right here. And basically resupply. I want to say Gripelith, and I don't remember for sure, but I want to say Gripelith was down to like 47 HP not too long ago. And it's all the way back up to like 98%. I think 8204 is max on this. And IDGT fought all the way back to make this 2-2. Remember, he was down 2-0 and it wasn't looking good. Oh my gosh. And now he can bring Gripelith back in, take a hit, and then regen again. Oh, that's just straight trolling right there. I mean, it's very, very smart, very well played. But that is straight trolling right there. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. And then there's the immobilized, the regen, right back up to basically 8,100. How much on the counterattack is this going to come back at? Ugh. Ooh. 2,000. Immobilize. That's just a stall. I don't know why you would do that. Seems like a stall move. And then we're going to have a rampage. I think he needs a crit. I don't see a crit. And that looks like it's going to be the end of the line for IDGT. Wow. Amazing gameplay on both sides. And the swapping in with Gripelith again and again and again and basically refilling the entire health was wow. That was crazy. Anyway, that's going to wrap up today's video. I hope that you guys liked it. If you did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the alert notifications while you're there so that you know when the next video goes live here on YouTube. Let me know down in the comments below, what did you think of these game battles? And that's all I've got for this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time. Until now, we've only had 6 of the 7 creatures available. Will something change today? That is Tuesday the 12th of May. Something has changed. If you go into your shop, and as far as I know, this is the first time we've had a creature launched through the shop. But if you go to the shop, you will see, well,